to Wauconda High School's 104th commencement ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Education, the staff, and the administration, I would like to welcome you all to this virtual ceremony. During these unprecedented times, we have had to look for new ways to celebrate our graduating seniors. While we wish we were all together for a typical graduation, we, along with the class of 2020, have learned a lot through this time in our history. And we will come out stronger and more resilient than ever before. This class will always be special in my heart, not only for what they have lost, but for how they have overcome and continued to be successful. As always, I am excited to present this year's class of students to the Board of Education for graduation. And this year, I am even more proud. The class of 2020 has seen much success through their years at Wauconda High School, and they have overcome more than any other class. They entered as nervous freshmen, and today they leave us as confident, well-adjusted, resilient young men and women with the tools they will need to face the next challenges in their lives. It has been an honor to serve as their principal, and I look forward to having them visit their alma mater and tell us their stories of great achievements. Good luck, graduates, in your future endeavors. Next, we have a special message for the class of 2020, along with the singing of our national anthem, followed by our ceremony speakers. Congratulations, Bulldogs.
Greetings, Wauconda High School graduating class of 2020. We are all so very proud of you. And I know this is probably not the commencement program that you had in mind all of these years, but it's very important for you to know that we believe in you and you are our future. And every commencement program should have a national anthem. I'm Wayne Messmer from the Chicago Cubs and Chicago Wolves Hockey. It is my privilege to be a part of your celebration. Now let's honor America with our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Congratulations, graduates. We're very proud of you.
Hello, I'm Kathy Bianco, President of the Wauconda Community Unit School District 118 School Board. I would like to extend, on behalf of myself and the other members of the District 118 Board of Education, our heartfelt congratulations to you, the Wauconda High School class of 2020, on the completion of your high school education. There are no words to describe the circumstances in which we find ourselves today. There is nothing I can say or do that will give you back the last 3 months of your senior year of high school. You have had so much taken away from you. Some of you lost the end of a record-breaking winter athletic season. Some lost the entire spring season, your final play, band concert, spring break trip, prom, and honors night. Many of these things you will not get back, and while it is sad, I think it is important to try and find a silver lining in the new normal created by the COVID-19 pandemic. You got to spend quality time with your families. You realized how awesome your teachers really are and how much seeing them every day meant to you. And you miss not seeing your friends, who are always just there. With all that being said, I also want to talk to you about your future. The world has changed. Do not doubt that for a minute. Things are different now than they were 6 months ago, and they will be different when we get back to regular life. So now is the time to evaluate things, follow your dreams, and find your passion. You do not have to know what that is, but now is the time to start exploring, trying new things, and challenging yourself. While you experienced a very abrupt end to your high school career, it is now time to embark on the next great adventure for each of you. No matter where you are going from here, on to college or trade school, into the military, or into the workforce, go with confidence. You are ready. Thanks to your accomplishments and the guidance of your parents, family, friends, and teachers, you have the tools you need to go into the world, make a difference, and succeed in whatever you set your mind to. Best wishes to all of you as you embark on the next chapter of your life. And while this next chapter may take you far from District 118, always remember where home is and know that there will always be someone here to support and guide you. To all the parents and caregivers, congratulations to you as well, and you have really earned it this year. It is a very surreal experience to be where you are. You are bursting with pride at your students' accomplishments, but uneasy about what the future holds. Believe in them, believe that it will all work out because you have prepared them for what is to come, and they will not be traveling the road alone. They will always have you in their corner. Thank you for your time, and congratulations, Wauconda High School Class of 2020.
We finally have our graduation day, a day that we envision quite differently than the one we're probably experiencing today. But one way or another, we're still graduating. Just because the world went on pause, time did not wait for us. And here we are. I know that we've all had a lot of time to think about our lives the past few months and how differently we thought we'd be ending the school year. But when looking back to our high school careers, I challenge you to think like Janus, the Greek god. He had two faces, one looking forward and one looking back. When looking back to our high school careers, it seems to have gone by way too fast. Not too long ago, we were freshmen, roaming the halls, confused and in a daze, not quite knowing where we fit in. But as we grew together, we found our places, and we made a lot of great memories that we'll never forget. Memories of Friday night football games, performing on stage, dances, assemblies, decorating the halls, and many, many dress-up days. But it wasn't necessarily the event that made the memory so important to me. It was the people there that made the memory special and close to my heart. The people that we hung out with at the games and the dances. Our teammates, our fellow cast and crew members, the other members in our clubs, and the teachers that made an impact on our lives are what made those memories so impactful and meaningful. I know we didn't get our ideal senior year, but we'll always be able to look back at the memories of our great friends, the ones we have, the ones we have lost, and still smile. But you also must remember that Janus also had a face looking forward. We're all moving on in our lives. That could mean going to college, taking a year or two off, or going to trade school. Either way, this fall, we'll not see the same faces passing us daily in the hallways that we've seen the past 4 years. It's going to be a big change for all of us. But as you look forward into your future and what you want to accomplish, do not forget that Janus looks forward and backwards at the same time. Take what you have learned here and apply it to whatever you're doing in your life. And I'm not talking about only basic school material, but also the traits and the characteristics taught to us by our teachers. Miss Flanagan taught us to always have fun while still being kind. Mr. Burton taught us to push ourselves past our limits to achieve our goals. Mr. Holt taught us how to make jokes and how to laugh while still staying on task. Mr. Hyde taught us to always believe in ourselves and how to make banana bread. Miss Sjogren taught us that no matter how busy you are, there's always time for a silly story or to go out of your way to help another. Mr. Metzger taught us how to communicate with one another and how to be the very best versions of ourselves. Mr. Burr and Mr. Shifley taught us not to procrastinate on big projects like our timelines. And Miss PJ taught us that we are, in fact, a family. There's so many other teachers and administrators that have taught us so many lessons that if I listed all of them right now, we'd be here for a while. But one trait that they all have in common is how they always greeted everyone with a smile, even if they didn't know the student. Always remember what Wauconda has taught you, and always remember the memories that you made here, and go on to have a bright future. I know that we'll all miss certain parts of high school and the people we shared it with. Always remember, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it!
Hi, I'm Jasmine McKeel. I remember when our class first went to the computer lab at Wauconda Middle School. We each received special login information with a unique username and a password that consisted of a random word followed by 2020. I used to think, wow, 2020, that's so far away. I can't believe that's when I'll graduate. 2020 is here and 2020 is now. 2020 is still the year we will graduate. Though it may not be how we dreamt, with our class sitting together in one room wearing purple caps and gowns, with our loved ones watching on with tears in their eyes, we are still the proud class of 2020, ready to take on whatever the world throws our way. Everyone always says, high school is the fastest 4 years of your life. Enjoy it while you can. And I didn't believe them until now. I have had a lot of time on my hands to truly reflect on my days as a bulldog, on the bowling lanes and in the classroom, and I came to the conclusion that I truly took the magic that lives in Wauconda High School for granted. It is always easy to fall into the trap of negativity, and I did so myself at the beginning of the year. I know I'm not the only one who dreaded waking up early to go and sit in a classroom every day. The routine got more difficult and monotonous as the years went on, and senioritis really hit hard this past year, but I have learned to look past those moments and surface the more abundant good ones. I would give anything to go back and be a student, physically present in class with my friends, peers, and teachers, but remembering how happy I felt during those times will have to suffice for now until we can all be together once again. Even though we all want one last lunch with friends, one last laugh in English class, and one last stay out of the police blotter. Looking forward, I know that our class will be the one to change the world for the better. We were born in a time filled with terror and uncertainty, and we are graduating in a time filled with the fear of the unknown. We are the epitome of strength and adaptability, and we will conquer these times like any other challenge. I get a similar feeling now like I did on that day in the computer lab. I am still in disbelief, this time for how fast 2020 arrived, and I am still excited, this time for all of our futures. No matter the path you choose, I know you will find success in it. What we are experiencing now, though it is painful and upsetting, is going to make us even stronger in the end, and we have the rest of our lives to utilize what we're learning now. I would like to thank all of the teachers and staff at Wauconda High School for making the last 4 years ones I will never forget. I wouldn't have wanted to navigate my way through life anywhere else. Our teachers are truly the best. No matter the mood they're in or what may be going on in their own lives, they always are there for us in our needs. Their ever-present charisma and wisdom is invaluable, and their genuine characters are what we should all strive for. Think of your favorite memories and cherish them. Think of your favorite teachers and send them endless thank yous. Think of the beginning of the Pacer recording and remember that you never have to listen to that again. All of these moments and the memories you have made are priceless. So, class of 2020, here we are. We have laughed together and we have cried together. We will get through these tough times together too. No other class compares to ours. Today is a milestone, and it tells us how far we've come. We will keep learning, keep trying, and keep accomplishing. And we will keep venturing through our journeys. And on those journeys, we will all carry one thing in common: eternal Bulldog pride. Thank you, Wauconda High School, for all you have taught us. Congratulations, class of 2020.
It was a weary day in January of this year when I walked into class and there was a video playing. Unfortunately, in the mind of a high schooler, a video in class can equate to a time to doze off or space out from a bustling routine. But this video caught my attention. It was a TED Talk by a woman named Angela Lee Duckworth, a teacher turned psychologist. She conducted a study that spanned multiple years that researched what kinds of people were successful and why. Eventually, they narrowed down some factors for what made a successful person. Do you want to know what the it factor was? It wasn't IQ, grades, talent, good looks, or even income. The it factor was grit. It was perseverance. It was simply passion. This study was conducted in top private companies, military academies, and national academic competitions. But I see this fiery grit in every single person graduating here today. This class didn't just go through a lot of hardship, but we conquered through it all. Before I go on, I don't think I can continue talking about the past without mentioning two boys who heartbreakingly won't be in our future. Rogelio and Abe were two beautiful and lion-hearted individuals. As a class, we hold them in our souls and only hope to live out their legacy. Life is unfair, and I think we have all learned that pretty well these past few months. It's hard to look even a little bit into the past, but sometimes I think it's equally frightening to look at the present. I mean, COVID-19 is traumatic, murder hornets are here from Japan, and somehow Generation X figured out how to publish TikToks. Sorry to any parents or staff out there. The only way to feel better is to see your growth from the past and feel hopeful for your future. Life didn't go on pause from the thousands of people from our success study earlier, and truthfully, it never does. This grit thing, it's not just a myth. We see it engraved in nature. If I put a glass of water and a rock on a table and asked you to pick a weapon, most of you would choose the rock. Yet when a river nudges against a giant stone, time and time again, it somehow manages to cut the rock. Is the water more powerful? I'm not sure, but it certainly is more persistent. At the beginning of my high school career, I painfully admit that I cut my own bangs, lost an election, failed tests, and wore green culotte overalls to school frequently. And yes, they are as bad as they sound. But I needed my past to learn from my mistakes so my successes could come in tenfold. Like the Greek god Janus, we must cherish the past, present, and future. On the precipice of a new chapter in our lives, we have many questions. Who will I become? What will I do? And why hasn't Mr. Hyde retired yet? I know the answers to none of these questions, but I think that's the whole point. Albert Einstein once said that you cannot judge a fish for its ability to climb a tree. And with that notion, I understand school is not for everyone, but education is. Whatever path you choose to follow, I know Wauconda High School has taught us all something about friendships, responsibility, and of course, integrity. I would like to end by saying a wholehearted thank you to all Wauconda teachers, administration, custodians, and food service workers on behalf of the class of 2020. Because in this life, there are millions of choices, and of those, you all chose to dedicate yourselves to us. To all the parents who take care of us or make us food after a long day, a very large thank you. To any form of caffeine, thank you. And to the class of 2020, in the midst of these thank yous, I hope that you thank yourselves. In 5th grade, the world was supposedly about to end, and in 8th grade, we survived Vine disappearing. Now, as I look around, I feel like we had every circumstance possible to make us less motivated and more apathetic to our education. Yet here we are. We chose to graduate. Class of 2020, we are the class of persistence. We are the class of grit. Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. It's been my great honor to serve as your class sponsor over the past 4 years. I know this is not the conclusion we were hoping and planning for, but here we are. Well, here I am. I've been thinking about this speech for a long time. I had planned to talk about the power of moments and why some moments stick with us more than others. I plan to recall some of the moments I remember sharing with you over the past 4 years. both humorous and heartwarming. Like the time a small group of boys volunteered to perform a dance in front of the entire school under the leadership of their brave young dance coach. I watched as she led you into the dance studio with a wall of mirrors, and I giggled to myself at your reaction to being able to watch yourself perform. I'm eternally grateful to those of you who bravely volunteered to play a hopeless round of tug of war against the seniors when you were just freshmen. I owe a debt of gratitude to those of you who came to the rescue and built a homecoming float, sometimes single-handedly. Not to mention all of the hall decorators that built balloon arches and got up on ladders to drape the walls with streamers. Thanks to all of you who have helped make this a great class. Then this happened, causing a break in the usual high school activities related to this transitional moment we call graduation. I'm pretty sure that all the graduation speeches given this spring will have shifted to a similar central theme: lessons learned during the pandemic and lockdown. I'm sure we've all learned lessons too numerous to recount here, and I hope these lessons and moments will stick with you and move your generation forward in a positive way. Then I began to think about another generation, a generation before you that experienced many similar trials and tribulations. This generation covered a span of history that included 2 world wars, an influenza pandemic that killed over 50 million people worldwide, the Dust Bowl, and the Great Depression, to name a few. These shared experiences gave rise to the generation often referred to as the greatest generation. This generation became the people who built the infrastructure we take for granted in the United States. They paved roads, created a social safety net, developed vaccines, including one that almost entirely eradicated polio. Polio was the coronavirus of its time, caused widespread panic, quarantines, and closures in order to keep our children safe. Now, I can't claim to be the first person who has said out loud that they're hoping that your generation will take your shared experiences of the COVID-19 outbreak and become the new greatest generation. I think you're off to a good start. One distinct advantage you have is your comfort with technology. Over the past years, I've heard your generation described as screenagers. People have been concerned about your generation's overuse of technology. Ironically, your ability to navigate the digital world is the very thing that's getting us through this moment in history. It's keeping people connected. And if not for your abilities with computers and digital media, we could not have hoped for success in this experiment we call e-learning. Over the past few weeks, I've also marveled at all of the times I've heard variations on this phrase: we're following the science, or we're using the data to make our decisions. I think back to your sophomore year in biology. I do seem to remember hearing some of you question me about the usefulness of understanding the structure of viruses, DNA, and data collection. I'm sorry this situation may be leading you to fully understand the point of such classes. In the new greatest generation, we have to have more scientists, doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers, not to mention informed citizens. But one of the biggest lessons I've taken away from our current situation is that all workers should be valued. While some of us stayed home and baked banana bread, you went from an after-school worker to an essential worker overnight. Your work putting food on shelves, working a register, bagging groceries, and disinfecting carts became an important link in the chain, keeping the rest of us supplied with the goods we needed to survive. Some of you may have made pizzas, burgers, or other deliverable foods for families who needed a special meal after a fun day of e-learning. Truck drivers, delivery people, and factory workers are just a few of the workers whose jobs have been elevated to essential over the past few weeks. You may even have become more aware of what it takes to teach students of all ages. Maybe before the pandemic, you thought only jobs that required a college education were important. I know that many of us in education have given this impression as well. Now we see that all the pieces of our economic puzzle fit together to make a complete picture of the United States in the 21st century. I'm hopeful that the new greatest generation will remember to thank workers who have all sorts of jobs that keep our country moving forward. The new greatest generation has also been given a glimpse of a different world, one that has, for this brief moment, become less polluted. The tops of the highest peaks in the world are now visible. Animals are roaming as they please, and even the canals of Venice are clear. Although these immediate effects of the lockdown may be short-lived, you may find you like this world and work toward more permanent solutions. Well, now I'm back to the central theme I started with, the power of moments. Defining moments arise when we create shared meaning, highlighting the mission that binds us together and superseding our differences. This moment in history will make you feel united. We're in a moment when we're sharing a purposeful struggle, connecting you to a larger sense of meaning. I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm hopeful that you decide to take the title of the new greatest generation and use this moment to move the world forward to become a better place. I wish you all the best for a bright future. And at this time, I would like to recommend to Mr. Klett the 2020 class of Wauconda High School, the next greatest generation for graduation.
At this time, Mrs. Bianco, President of the Board of Education, Mr. Stein, Vice President of the Board of Education, Mr. Swanson, Secretary of the Board of Education, Mr. Collins, Mrs. McHugh, Mr. Tarosi, and Mrs. Chiappa, and Dr. Coles, our Superintendent. I would like to verify to you and to all those online with us today, the following seniors have met the requirements to graduate from Wauconda High School. Congratulations and good luck. We will now meet the graduating class of 2020. Great job, Bulldogs.
Danta Abarca, pushed me to do my best through high school, and I also want to thank my friends for making these past 4 years some of the best years of my life. Go Bulldogs.
Lauren Abiticola, Sean Akor,
Hey, I'm Sean Acor. Made it through high school, and I'm just thankful for my friends and my family helping me through the ups and downs of high school, and I'm ready to start my life.
Sophia Acosta, Aylin Aguirre, Jessica Albaran, Riley Audrick, Jonathan Anderson, Jacob Anderson,
UHS. I just want to thank all my teachers, all the students, all my friends who helped me through all these 4 years of that high school. So this is my farewell.
Natalia Angeles, Sophia Apodaca, Julian Aragon, Joseph Argeles, Carlos Armenta, Jacob Aronson, Jared Avitia, Kareem Azam, Ethan Botter, Brandon Benays,
Hello, my name is Brandon Baez, and I'd like to thank my parents, my teachers, and my friends throughout all my 4 years of high school. Thank you.
Zach Barr, Evelyn Barrios,
I would especially like to thank my parents. Te quiero mucho, mamá y papá. We would like to thank all of our teachers and staff, our family and friends. Shout out to the Ghostbusters!
Jose Bello,
I'd like to thank my family, friends, teachers, and staff from this community for an amazing 4 years of high school.
Aaron Benson, Alex Bertagnoli, Tara Bierdes, James Bocalbos, Anthony Bonk,
I'm very proud of myself, all thanks to my teachers, my coaches, and especially my parents pushing me to be the best person that I can be over the past 4 years.
Samantha Bourgard, Joshua Braun, Aiden Brendel, Alina Brosini, Nathan Brown, Allison Brubaker, Bailey Burke, Kellen Calby, Alexis Calderon, Nicole Callahan, Zachary Callagher, Jessica Carmargo Medina, Douglas Campos. Maximus Caraccia. Daniel Carson. Donovan Carter.
All I'd like to say is congratulations, class of 2020, and thank you to my family, friends, coaches, and teachers for all the lifelong memories, lessons, and friendships.
Jose Casarubias. Sebastian Casas. Jason Casebolt. Brandon Castellanos. Christopher Kastick. Rafael Castillo. Joseph Sednick. Benjamin Serbin. Andres Cervantes.
Preston Chartier.
Ashley Cheshire.
I would like to thank my friends, family, staff, and teachers at Wauconda High School for helping me become the person that I am today. I hope to continue flourishing in years to come. Go Bulldogs!
Angelica Cho. Maria Clito. Elizabeth Klutz. Esmeralda Kobos. Cade Cohen. Janine Cordova. Briley Cortez Cervantes.
Thank you, Wauconda High School, for these past 4 years. I had such a great experience. Made lots of memories with a few teachers and friends. I am very thankful for those who were there for me through it all.
Adrienne Costa. Abigail Cronin.
Hi, I'm Abigail Cronin. I'd like to thank my friends, my family, and my teachers who have all helped me for the past 4 years. For my future plans, I want to make the world a better place and travel while doing it.
Connor D. Ambrosio. Joseph DeVito. Ivan Della Roca. Audrey Deaver.
Thank you, Wauconda High School, for giving me amazing teachers, coaches that are always there for me, and the great friends that I've made along the way.
Alan Diaz. Alicia Deal. Zachary Drager. Jovan Elam.
I'd like to thank my mother, my father, all of my friends, and my teachers that helped me pass. You guys are a big help. Thank you.
Yves Mari Entereso.
I would just like to say thank you to my friends and family who helped me get over here. And for my next 2 years, I'm going to go to CLC for
Perla Escudero. Haley Fedorowicz.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I'll miss you all. Go on to have bright and amazing futures.
Gianna Felino. Krista Flaherty. Kyle Flood. Alexander Frank, Rebecca Freed, Adeline Frias, Paige Gallagher, Estefany Garcia.
Thank you so much to my teachers, the Wauconda staff, my brothers, and most importantly, my parents. For everybody in my class, thanks for all the laughs and memories. I love you all.
Jacob Garlick, Sonakshi Gar, Thomas Garsky,
I want to thank my family and friends, and I hope they all have a great future.
Tyler Giannopoulos, Nicholas Gers, Adriana Gillespie, Alyssa Glaspie, Tatiana Gmiktrovic, Jonathan Goblot, Giorgio Gonzalez, Lainey Gonzalez,
Hi, I just wanted to take this time to thank all my friends and my teachers for helping me through these 4 years of high school. I know this last year wasn't easy, but we got through it and now we're graduated. Thank you, Wauconda.
Francisco Gonzalez Abarca, Kevin Graffon, Savannah Green, Allison Grissinger,
Thank you to everyone who supported me along the way. Good luck at your future college, and I will miss you all.
Evan Grissinger, John Grogan, Madison Grogan, Eric Guerrero, Lahuska Guramendi, T. Gasarison, Isabel Gutierrez,
Thanks to my friends and family, I was able to graduate. Thanks for the love and support. I love you guys.
Daniela Hake, Autumn Higarat, Mia Haggard, Wendy Harrow, Love Harper, Emily Harris,
Emily Harris, and I just want to say thank you to all my friends and family and all the staff at Wauconda High School who have helped me get to this point, and I can't wait to see what comes next.
Tristan Hartman, Sophia Hoggy, Tyler Hines,
I would like to thank my family, friends, teachers, and coaches for making these past 4 years unforgettable. Thank you, WHS.
Brianna Hernandez, Brian Hernandez, Ryan Hernandez Warner, Brennan Hogan, Chandra Hulich, Jacob Holmes, Kevin Hookstadt, Christian Husband, Joe Hudson, Kala Isleb, Gia Ivory, Gary Jackson, Austin James,
My name is Austin James. I am a graduate of the class of 2020. I'd like to thank my parents. I'm going to be a CLC Lancer and a fire medic / EMT.
Emily Johnson, Jaden Johnson, Savannah Johnson,
Thank you to my friends, families, teachers, and coaches for sticking by my side. Go Bulldogs.
Mackenzie Jones, Owen Joyner, Lucas Kaiser, Patricia Kalinowski, Brian Coulter, Fresca Canari, Michaela Kontorski, Ian Kasdorf, Joshua Keel, Adam Kahn, Rebecca Kolodowski,
I'm so excited to be part of Wauconda High School's graduating class of 2020. I want to thank my teachers, friends, and family for your support. Good luck to the class of 2020.
Selma Kwaja, Nancy Rose Kelly, Destiny King, Brianna Kinney, Caitlin Klunder, Nicholas Cotis, Matthew Koza, Melissa Krazizik,
Thank you so much to friends, family, and teachers for all your support throughout these 4 years. I can't believe I'm finally graduated. It's so exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. I'm excited for the future. Woo!
Nathan Creeder, Anthony Christian, Sam Cush, McGuire Anson Landvik, Christopher Lasota,
Thanks, Mom and Dad. High school, very cool.
Jeffrey Laubach, Vincent Lazaro, Mackenzie Leeser, Jessica Lehman, Brian Lee, Megan Lenhart, Grace Lewandowski, Logan Lichtenberger, Andrew Livesay, Leslie Hazel Lobo, Anna Lopez, Daisy Lopez, Gracian Lopez,
Thank you, Wauconda, for these past 4 years. I had such a great time. I can't wait to see what this future holds for all of us.
Itzel Lopez, Sayuri Lopez, Wendy Luchowski, Morgan Long, Emily Macy, Marco Madrigal,
See you guys in 2045 for the 25-year reunion.
Joaquin Magana, Christopher Mahoney,
Hey Wauconda, I'd like to thank you for all the good memories and education you gave me for the past 4 years.
Marissa Marinholtz, Caitlin Malone,
Thank you to all my family, friends, teachers, and coaches who have supported me and helped me have fun along the way.
Marcos Marquez, Natalia Martinez, Xiomara Martinez Alarcon, Horace Martinez Ruiz, Kellyanne Mason, Sean McCormick, Michael McCraddock, Jasmine McKeel,
Hi, I just wanted to thank my friends, family, teachers, and coaches for everything they've done to allow me to take my athletic and academic careers to the next level. Thank you.
Monica Medina, Lisette Mendez,
Family, friends, teachers, for supporting me the whole way through. These 4 years have been an amazing experience.
Mateo Mendez, Cameron Meyer, Ryan Meyer, Emma Miller, Hannah Miller,
Thank you to WHS staff and coaches, my friends and family for making it the best 4 years.
Michaela Milliman, Stella Mensica, Jenna Mitchell, Serena Montagnani,
I will be attending Western Illinois University in the fall to study communications and sports broadcasting. Thank you to my family, friends, teachers, and coaches for all of your endless love and support. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Ingrid Montez, Jeffrey Mora, Carla Morales, Richard Moreno, Clark Morgan.
Thank you to my amazing friends, teachers, coaches, and parents for a great 4 years.
Brian Mujica. Alexia Myers. Alan Nathan. Aubrey Nick. Bradley Nolan. Natalie Nunez.
I would like to thank the high school, my friends, my parents, my teachers who helped me get here to where I am, and I just never thought I'd get here. So thank you.
Tyler O'Day. Isabella Oakes. Olivia Abirtax.
High School for the amazing memories, including cheer, games, and dances. And thank you for my family for all the love and support. Once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog.
Michael Olson. Yaneli Ornelas. Denise Ortiz Mandujano.
I'd like to thank my family, friends, and teachers that have supported me, been with me through my high school career. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I love you.
Vincent Padula. Matthew Pakaski. Rowan Pomerly. Allison Pawlowski. Alyssa Pawlowski. Giselle Pedroza. Alexis Pez. Oceana Pfeiffer. Carly Peichel.
Thank you to the family, friends, teachers, coaches, and the community for supporting me from elementary school all the way to high school. And congrats to my fellow grads. Love you guys.
Grace Poddock. Katie Pollen. Daniel Polani.
Hey, yo, for this graduating year of 2020, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, all of my family and my friends. I couldn't do this without them. See y'all.
Sarah Polovin. Jeremy Pones. Kelly Poyo. Dylan Prate. Dylan Prindle.
I would just like to say thank you to everyone, family, friends, teachers, administration, for all you do every day to make this world a better place.
Payal Rami. Araceli Ramirez. Ivan Ramirez. Jason Ramirez. Donna Ramos. Hasib Raymond. Isali Raymond. Madison Reshizik. Emma Rizak.
I would
just like to take a moment to thank all the staff and the teachers for making my high school experience so much fun. I'm excited for what the future will hold for me and my classmates. Good luck to all of you.
Scout Richmond. Irma Rivera. David Rivera Jr. Sarah Rizzo.
I'd like to thank my teachers, coaches, counselors, friends, and family for supporting me these past 4 years and preparing me for the next chapter of my life. Thank you so much for the memories.
Juan Rodarte. Jacob Riddell.
Thank the people that helped me get this far, including but not limited to my parents, Dr. Mack, Mrs. Patterson, Mrs. Yost, Mr. Piltaver, and Mrs. Haynes.
Dan Roldan. Jennifer Rudd. Camrina Ruiz. Ulysses Ruiz. Ishmael Salgado. Bernice Sanchez. Mark Sanchez. Diana San Gabriel.
Thank you, Wauconda, for being such a great school, and I wish the best of luck to every single one of my classmates.
Nathalie Santa Mesa. Grace Sayer. McKenna Schmidt. Emily Schreidel. Jordan Schultz. Kyle Schultz.
What's up, guys? I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I love every single one of you, even the people that hate me. I love you too. I want to see you guys all go on to do great things with your lives. Let's get it.
Matthew Shunk. Courtney Scott. Guillermo Segura. Nathan Samarano.
I'd like to thank my teachers, coaches, and fellow students for the amazing time I had at Wauconda High School, and good luck to everyone in the future.
Twisha Shah. Jacob Schanholzer. Tyler Shannon. Catherine Shull. Joshua Sloan.
I want to thank my parents, my teachers, and my coaches, and one size does not fit all for these caps.
Alex Smith. Haley Smith. Theresa Sosa. Aiden Stefan. Michael Sturdivant. Casey Secor. Justin Surovitz. Mason Simchak.
I want to say thank you to the teachers who got me where I am today and helped me get there along the way, and thank you to my family and friends who made me who I am today. Thank you.
Tegan Tulungan.
I just want to say thank you to Mr. Metzger and Mr. McQuaid for always being there for me, and I want to say thank you to my parents and my lacrosse coaches for always supporting me.
Alan Tapia. Ali Tarakanov. Anthony Tejeda.
Now that we finish high school, we get to choose what we do with the rest of our lives. I can't wait to see what comes in the next coming years.
Madeline Thompson. Morgan Thompson. Alexander Tinsley. Anthony Tovar. Marissa Tovar. Ethan Troba.
I want to thank everybody who has been there for me, family, friends, and everybody else who's been there along the way to get me where I am today. Thank you, and congratulations to all the other graduates.
Tanner Turpin. Dimitar Tizinsarsky. Devin Zumas. Stephanie Valdez Armas. Dominic Vallis. Augustine Vantilingen. Stacy Vargas. Anamari Velasquez. Daisy Velasquez. Javier Venegas. Vanessa Viveros. Danielle Vogel. Jason Vogler. Blake Watkins. Haley Weinhart. Jack Wisheimer. Jenna Wendt. Colin Westfall. Jarrett Williams.
Go. Thank you to everyone that's helped me in my high school career, and I hope I get to see you all in July.
Jacob Wilsey. Carolyn Wygant.
I'd like to thank all my teachers for their continued support throughout high school, and I'd like to congratulate all my classmates. Congrats, class of 2020. Good luck next year.
Alina Yandel Diaz.
To thank my family and my teachers for being an exceptional role model to me, and I'd love to give a special thanks to Wauconda High School administration for doing everything that they can through these unpredictable times. Thank you so much. Go Bulldogs!
Mark Yaroslavsky. Megan Yonan. Kiana Zacharias. Andrew Zalewski.
Hi, my name is Andrew Zalewski, and I would like to thank everybody for helping me out these last 4 years. It has been enjoyable.
Quixia Zarate. Araceli Zavaleta Barahona. Mary Zerfas. Anson Zhang, Sean Zukniars, Jacqueline Zukowski,
Congratulations,
Casey Zwiskowski,